Go on in YouTube beauties. How you doing? Last night, after I watched Dead Presidents, I watched Set It Off. I know I'm like 20 plus years late. I actually saw Set It Off when I was a kid, but I never like seen the whole movie. Like I knew the theme of it. I knew that Vivica A. Fox got fired. I knew that Kimberly had childcare problems. And I didn't know Jada was messing with somebody, and I had forgot that everybody died except for Jada. And I just wanted to briefly talk about how people ain't shit. Like, they really, in life, you probably have 1 out of 4 friends is only one person that's loyal. And that's what I wanted to talk about and Set It Off. Like, it's literally every man for themselves. And I know I have children that watch my video, and I wanted to talk to y'all today. And I wish that they would show Set It Off in juvie, because when you do stupid things, when you do crimes and stuff like that, your little friends is not gonna have your back. Set It Off is a perfect example of that. The only person that was loyal was Queen Latifah, really. She was loyal to the end. Jada was messed up because you knew you robbed the bank with your friend. You see that she got caught by the cops and you gonna stay on the bus. That's messed up. Like, I don't think I could live with myself if I did that to somebody. Like, I know that I robbed the bank with them. They getting caught by the cops and I'm just gonna run off. I don't think that's right, you know. But it shows that people really ain't shit. And Queen Latifah, I feel like I would have did the same thing. Like, she told Vivica, and well, first of all, let me back up a little bit. Kimberly was the timid one. Kimberly was the one who had a kid. Kimberly is like most of us, like, no, I ain't trying to do this. I ain't trying to go to jail. But they talked her into it, and they was wrong for that because they knew she wasn't about that life, and they let her participate. A real friend would have been like, you know what? Let's just keep her out of it. You know, she not really like us. She not about that life. Just keep her out of it. No, what did they do? They swindled her. They talked her into it. That's not a true friend. They know she not really, you know, she not tough like that. Why would you do that? That's one. 2, she was the first one to die. And what did they do? They left her body in a car and kept it moving. That's messed up. Like, I think any normal person, if somebody dies in front of you, even though they might be dead, you gonna stick around until you get help. It's just natural. Like, how you just leave her body in a car? Granted, the cops is after you, but don't you have any emotion? I'm like, yo, that scene just made me so mad, because it's like, it shows how cold-hearted people could be. Y'all left her body, lifeless body, in the car, and y'all just kept it moving. Like, why not? Even though the cops is after y'all, still make sure she gets the proper medical care or something. Y'all gonna get caught. Like, y'all gonna get caught. Might as well make sure she gets the medical attention that she needs or something. How you just leave her, or at least, you know, drive around with her body in the back seat. Something, how you just leave her there, you know, to die. Or she was dead, but, you know, I just thought that was messed up. And Queen Latifah tells them, like, yo, y'all go on ahead, I'm good. That's a true friend, because she had to think on her feet, like, you know what, if we stay together, it's 3 of us and the cops is on our tail, all 3 of us are gonna die. So just to preserve at least somebody's life, y'all go on ahead, I'm good. That's a true friend. And then Vivica and Jada, they hug each other. How did Vivica get caught? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You know, it's a script and everything, but it's like, wow, they both was running. They went their separate ways. Vivica should have went with Jada. She should have stayed with her and went with her on the bus. I guess they wanted to show the reality of it. If it's 4, 1 will get away. But Vivica and Jada, they should have been together. And then Queen Latifah, she got caught and, you know, they shot her. And then Vivica, you know, she saw Jada on the bus. I don't care. If I was Vivica, I would have been like, she right there. She right there. Like, bitch, you robbed the bank with me. We both going down together. We going to jail together. Like, it's no way. Like, no, I would have been like, she's right there. Look at her. Look at her. And then the cop, right? He let her go. He saw Jada on the bus. and he didn't stop the bus. He could have easily said, because he's law enforcement. He could have easily stopped the bus and said, you have a fugitive on the bus. He didn't do that. He let her go. So that was like, wow. And then Jada, she was crying her eyes out because she can't live with herself. She got all that money and her friends is dead. And then they have a nerve to play the song, you are my sister. You ain't my damn sister. You left my ass. Like, that movie is so horrible, and it shows that people ain't shit. Like, that's such a horrible friendship. Queen Latifah was the only loyal one. She said, y'all go ahead, I'm good. You know, y'all go ahead, I'm good. But the rest of them was messed up. And then Vivica was loyal to Jada. Jada should have got off the bus like, yo, we did this together. We going to jail together. How your consciousness, I don't understand. Like, you should have a conscience to be like, yo, we both did the robbery. We both should go down together. Where's the loyalty? But yeah, Set It Off is a classic. It's always one of those movies that people feel empathy for the villain because Vivica did get fired in the first scene. But let's be real. If you were put yourself in his shoes, if you have an employee and your business gets robbed, regardless if it's a business, a bank, whatever, and it comes to the light that your employee knew the person who robbed y'all, you gonna fire her too. Because it's like, why is it that somebody you know came to rob us? You know, I would have fired her too, because I don't know if you try to set me up. I don't know if I keep you, it's gonna happen again. I can't endanger the lives of my other employees. You got to go, because at this point you're a liability. So I don't blame him for firing her. You know, when I was a kid, I was like, oh, that's messed up. And I really thought they all had a good reason to rob. No, they didn't. It's always an alternative. But Set It Off is a classic. And those are my thoughts.